What? A prosthetic penis? Is that cool or is that not cool? I wouldn't even know. Like, subscribe, ID in the Discovery Channel. Yes, ID in the Discovery Channel. The links are provided below. Get that Discovery Go app as well as that ID Go app. You might want to get those two things combined and make them into one. So, fake penises. That's yeah. So, Lamar Odom and all this rubbery duck type of whatever, right? That stuff, right? Despite the release of Lamar Odom's memoir being released titled Darkness to Light. Let me rewind back. I just jumped and did a hopscotch game or something my own self, because I want to ask about these rubber ducks and all this other stuff, right? But when it comes to Lamar Odom is in fact releasing, or what is being released is in fact his memoir titled Darkness to Light. I'm getting, just hold on. So, Odom's dream was to be part of 2004 U.S. Olympics basketball team, right? There's drug testing in that. There's restrictions with that. There's restrictions with everything in life, right? Some things are in fact fair. Some things are in fact unfair. So the requirement of that, taking the drug test and all the rest with that, right? Odom had a thing for smoking weed during the time of him taking his drug test and wanting to be a member of the U.S. Olympics basketball team in 2004, right? That was in fact the summer of all that situation. But when it comes to, let me just get to the joint with that, seeming that's this type of thing, right? Odom Googled fake penises along with searching for various ways to get over on a drug test. After searching around, Odom confessed that a huge rubber penis was ordered to arrive the very next day in shipment. I just skipped through everything, right? This ain't even a half story. It ain't even a completed story, because I'm just in question. You, dear viewer, leave a comment in the comment section of what are the techniques and strategies people using nowadays to pass drug tests, and how legal is that sort of thing? But when it comes to the rubber ducky Odom, right? He made sure, which was interesting, he made sure that his rubber peenie matched his skin color. Would that or would that not matter? Would be to have blue balls is to say you can in fact wear a blue rubber ducky or something like. I wouldn't know. But after the test arrived to his home, he had a trainer of his to pee into the reservoir of his fake peenie. That in fact sounds interesting. Rewind that some type of way without a rewind button. He in fact had his trainer pee into that. That's how people used to do that back in the day, and yet they used to do it with cups and other type of stuff and holding it to their body when they would go take drug tests, right? And yet he had his trainer pee into the reservoir of that fake peenie. His trainer was in fact drug free, which is how Odom was able to pass his drug test, right? Every time I mention that just sounds odd. So, all ended with Odom peeing 2 feet away. I'm just, because see, I always, that's an intriguing, it helps to say, to want to know what all, because see, there's in fact, you would more likely get online and research as well with that yourself, right? What all type of ways, strategies, and techniques can people use to pass drug tests? And I just asked this question because there might be even ways that people are in fact passing drug tests that might not even be etched online. People come up with all type of stuff every day. You might not hear about it till 5 or 6 years, right? Later, I'm saying, right? So the Odom peeing, supposedly he was peeing 2 feet away from an NBA security official in a bathroom. Is that a truth or a lie or a scandal? I'll leave you to figure that one out, because I say, well, I thought the trainer peed. And yet, some type of way Odom is coming out saying that he peed 2 feet away from an NBA security official in the bath. It's stuff like that. So, that NBA security official then tested the temperature of the pee. This is why I don't like celebrity stories, as I'll be knowing a lot more that even the viewers don't even be knowing. I'm gonna leave that alone. So, with that. Remember, Odom was and has been known for his past drug issues with drug addiction, to the point of surviving that overdose. He in fact survived. Anyone remember the Nevada brothel overdose, in which not only he lived to tell, but even in today, he's been working on himself and improvement in 2019. Ooh, that was scary in itself. It's planned for Odom to play in the Big Three this summer of 2019. He has reformatted his life for better. He's in fact improved on his mind, well-being, and health, right? Well, I'm not gonna go against Odom when I ask questions, because I just think logically when it comes to, I'm saying drug users, abusers, do what you do what you feel, and yet I'm just wondering scientifically, could there or should there be a more advanced way or testing methods to prevent athletes and others from passing drug tests? What all type of ways could be, or what all type of strategies, methods, maneuvers could be used to prevent individuals from, say, passing drug tests? Because to go too far in is to say, well, that messes with privacy. There's personal protection in that, right? And yet somewhere there should be some type of device or something which can read or pick up on there should be some type of device or something which can read or pick up on if urine has touched or passed through objects which are not human, such as if urine has had any contact with any man-made objects. That's my idea. That's laughable as in it's funny. I just like scientific things. Don't get mad and don't come be rude at me over that, because there's possibly a Odom's fan out there, right? But I'm just saying, trace elements, when you get urine and you go to test it, it's to say there could be particles of any kind within the urine, right? There usually is bodily fluids, is to say, because kidneys clear things. We take vitamins. People, of course, once again use substances, right? Yet technology has not fully advanced in being able to pick up certain trace elements of, say, things that are non-human. There's all type of ways. You guys don't think that the game is on lock right now, as in it will never evolve and change. You don't know what scientists are sitting around thinking of that sort of thing in 2019. How can we stop these folks from getting over on passing the drug test? You don't know, right? So when it comes to athletes not being role models, I in fact feel that their parents should be the role model. Male figure, female figure, more close to home should be a role model, because to have teens and kids following this man's footsteps, is vital that I bring this out and say this. Because you do, in fact, there's in fact individuals that allow their kids to be babysat by the TV. Well, go look at Lamar over there. Go look at Lamar Odom and follow behind him. And I'll continue to be your mom and dad, but you have him as a role model and in place of looking out for their kids, right? Because The because you got young males out here, even young females that in fact play sports and stuff. So they will feel, well, if he did this action and got away with it, I could do the same thing, right? Even grown individuals would think that, male or female, right? So, but in athletes airing how they illegally get over on the system, that shows once again the route that people will take, everyday men and women as well, and following behind famous people. And yet famous people once again have money as well as legal representatives to get them out of a bind or bad situations, right? When it comes to legal. And yet young teens, or even, I was going to say young kids, but I'll say more so young adults, even older adults that want to take that route to, you know, when it comes to employers or employees and all the rest with that, right? Trying to figure out ways how to, you know, lie on drug tests, not lie on drug tests, but you get what I'm saying, right? People that apply for jobs and stuff like that, or it's mandatory that you have to take a drug test each year or whatnot, right? Even military personnel are required yearly to take drug tests, right? That's to say, if you follow in his footsteps, is to say it might in fact lead you to jail. I'm saying certain things are legal, certain things are in fact illegal, right? Illegal. That's not even I invent stuff on the spot. Illegal. Illegal. You can't really correct somebody about the use of language or English or however pronunciations, even all that, because if you know, as years and time go on, new words are in fact invented. That's what's so interesting in itself, how people call you out and say, well, you didn't say this right, or you didn't whatever, and then years from now, it'll be 10 years from now, 20 years from now, the words I said might in fact come along and be in our dictionary or something. You don't know. But yeah, so I like to look into stuff like that, as in what I just said. How would that fare if you were to do the same thing and you were to get caught for doing the same thing in which Lamar Odom has did or done? Or one of your kids or young adults in your family? How would that situation turn out? Peeing in a peenie, right? To pass a drug test. The facing of time. That's all I see. I don't see anything else. Because see, if a young teenager or young adult was to do something like that, is to say they're more likely going to get banned from a team in which they play on. They're going to get banned from the team in which they're playing on or something. Not only that, how would that look if a drunk driver or anyone else, I more so stick with the car, if they were to do what Lamar did, well, that kind of is odd. That's like an off piece, and yet it must be pulled over here to use, for example. Somebody that is an alcoholic, I should say, or something like that. Let's just word it like that. Does something and then has issues where, say, somebody else has to drop urine or something for them, right? Chain reaction. Because see, drug test protects people outside of just the user, which is why it's in fact there, as in why it exists, right? Drug tests aren't just for the user, and yet no one tells you that. No one tells you that, as in Lamar Odom ain't saying on it. Nobody is not saying. It's in fact, that's logic as well. You're not just taking, dear Lamar, you're not just taking a drug test just for you. You're taking a drug test for everybody around you. So open your eyes and realize with that, right? I think that's all to be said for now. This isn't even a story. It's not. I don't know what it is, because just to focus on just one small piece, which is that drug test, I'm like, what in the world? Who's next? Somebody gonna be trying to pee in a Twinkie or something to be passing a drug test. Yeah, that's it for now. Man, because I'm thinking if I was a player on a team and say something happened where I tried to do that, is to say the drug test aspect, and I get caught, is to say, well, how will my life fare after being banned from a team or something like that, because I followed Lamar, Mr. Odom, with that. So leave me a comment in the comment section, dear viewer. We're in fact on investigation discovery yes.com. The logo sits in the far left. Unlock episodes. You can in fact gain access to audio visual preview by clicking the play button. You can come back here yourself to check out the checkouts. Shouts out to Lieutenant Joe Kenda. My words on my last video, but it's getting better. I don't know what it is when I'm tongue-tied. The longer I'm saying, which is odd, because in person I don't get tongue-tied, and yet on this camera I always, twice as nice in the mouth or something, and yet it don't come out right. That's odd. Lieutenant Joe Kenda, shouts out to him as well as Paula. On last night, to gain access, the padlock, you're gonna in fact have to put in who you're subscribed to as your provider, right? For each one of these that are in fact locked down. Unlock series, you can scroll once again through the goodest of the goodest, right? Recommended for you. There go Paula. Paula is real suave. Did you see her? Have you seen her? That's like MC Hammer. Was that MC Hammer? I can't even remember. Right. ID Go original series. Unbreakable Survivors. I'm not gonna scroll through all. Let me go down. So crime feed news. To gain access to the crime feed is a click right within here. You would in fact be directed to the outside to crime feed, crimefeed.com, for the latest, greatest in mayhem. I almost slipped once again. My tongue did the tongue tying. Maybe it's because I try to speed up while talking slow. Maybe I'm becoming a robot while sitting here. I don't know. Something like that. So, to gain access, that ain't right either. That is not right. To receive a newsletter is a type of email address in and click next. This is in fact what happens. What I'm saying right now is in fact what happens when you aren't constantly on camera. You lose it. You in fact do. Words come in all type of things at the wrong timing and everything else. So, yes, dear viewer, I think that's all for now. Let me know what you think and feel about this story. It's not a story. It's just one word. No, two. Drug test. I'm not going to title it that way. Yeah. Celebrity stories, celebrity scandal. My mode is more so missing children. I have my various reasons, because to know and understand how Hollywood in fact operates with that as in the behind the scene, is to say, do you want to really sit discussing it? Bill Cosby, that I can discuss all day. There's various ones I can in fact discuss all day, but the lightweight stories not so much, as in it's not tragic enough. Holds no substance and no weight, as in it's not meaty enough. I'm saying the drug test in fact, yes, can save lives with that, as in you tell the truth and make people aware as in who's doing what and why, as in who's not doing what they're supposed to be doing when it pertains to the drug test. You can infect. You got Mothers Against Drug Driving and all that, right? You got that, and yet I like crime stories, as in real true crime. True blue crime and all the rest with that. Black crime, white crime, green crime. Green crime. Like alpine. Not speakers, trees, something like that. Just, yeah, I like missing persons. That's my thing. So I think that's all for now. I'm going to end this video out. You enjoy your day. I will, in fact, enjoy mine. And I'm gone.